Alright, everyone. We're gonna play some Baldur's Gate 3. This is more or less inevitable. Here it is. Today's the day. 5/8, 2025, in the year of our Lord Gabe Newell. We're gonna play Baldur's Gate 3. I know I don't sound very enthusiastic, but this should still be fun. Oh, hold on. We still got some issues here. Sorry, this is like my second time recording because there were some issues. Okay, there we go. I've put like 700 hours in this game, so this will not be a fresh playthrough. We're gonna do a solo playthrough, it will be my first time doing a solo playthrough. No party members. Yeah. Let's talk about what that's gonna look like. I am, among other things that we'll talk about, an encyclopedic storage of knowledge for this game. I played it on the day it released. I worked through it over the course of a month, and I played it on the day it released because I follow gaming news. My friends who follow followers of gaming news started playing it a month later. So they like come up to me right after I finished saying like, "Oh, Trek, have you heard of this game Baldur's Gate 3? It just came out. It's super good. You want to play with us?" And so like right after I finished, everyone else started forming groups of players. Most of which just fell through, but the point is I put in a ton of hours in month 1 and month 2 of this game. And even after that, people started putting together groups, still most of which failed, got like a third of the way or halfway through. Usually because I was frustrated with all of the dead ends. In my friend groups, I was doing solo playthroughs alongside of it. And I've done a couple playthroughs at different patch intersections. I think I did a playthrough at patch 6, and then I've done a playthrough at patch 8. And I'm doing this playthrough now. I am quite burned out. Well, we don't need to put all this up front. We'll talk about it as we get going. I'm going to talk about what we're doing today. We are doing a solo Shadow Art playthrough, which I've never done before. I've never done any solo playthroughs, actually. I am kind of excited by the challenge of that. Not single save. Enemy aggression, tactician, character power, tactician is fine. Enemy loadouts, tactician, additional combat, tactician. We're going on max difficulty. Proficiency bonus, I don't think this needs to be modified. I don't think like enemies need to be like given an advantage, if you know what I mean. Enemy critical hits, fine. I'm actually going to turn off a camp cost multiplier. Oh, you can't. Interesting. I never assumed you couldn't go to 0. I've done a playthrough at full ×3 camp cost multiplier, and it was meaningless. I always had enough to long rest. It was just pointless. So given that even at max camp cost multiplier, it doesn't really cost me anything. I mean, it doesn't really impact. All it does is waste time where I have to loot a bunch of camp supplies for things. I was just going to turn it off during this playthrough, but I guess I can't. The reason it's meaningless ultimately is because every time you long rest, all of the stores refresh, and almost all of them sell camp supplies, which are like 40 gold for another long rest. So you can long rest once per 40 gold you have, and you like leave Act 1 with like 3,000 gold. So it is meaningless. Shortest full heal, whatever. Trader price modifier. I did like a ×3 multiplier here, and it didn't really change anything at all. But maybe we'll do like a 3/5. Multi-classing is allowed. Might just turn these off. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn them off. It might make it slightly more fun. Okay, and I always turn this on anyway, so I'm just gonna turn it on here. Okay. So this is the difficulty we're gonna play on. We're doing a solo Shadowheart playthrough, and I'm still deciding exactly what I mean by solo. Because obviously I can ignore Astarion, and I can ignore Lae'zel. Well, actually I can ignore Astarion. Lae'zel forces her to join my party at the very beginning. And later on, I think that Shadowheart also forces that she join my party unless I kill her. So there's kind of like a limited amount of solo-age that can happen. I'm trying to decide to what compromise of solo-age I want to make to complete this playthrough. One second, let me grab just something to do. We'll watch this cutscene while I grab something to sip at. I'm sipping some peach tea. She seems oddly calm. This is like the most calm she's been in the entire game. Or she will be in the entire game. I remember when this trailer came out. It was the most hype shit ever. So awesome. It's such a great trailer. I watched it like 3 times in a row. This was around the time that that game that I never found again came out. The trailer for the game I never found again came out. It was like stop motion claymation. You like, it was like third person. You explored a sort of a third person top down-ish sort of perspective, but it was like an action RPG. And like the claymation aspect was really pushed hard. Okay, well let's do this first. I never found it again. Like I tried so hard to find it like years later, but I think it got forgotten. We're gonna play Shadowheart. I don't think I can change any of this. But the reason I'm selecting Shadowheart as my first solo playthrough is I think that Trickery Cleric is one of the more flexible sort of tools that we could have to get through the game. She gets tons of stealth tools as well as good crowd control. Both of which I think will be incredibly important for a solo playthrough. Her stat thing is obviously terrible. Some of this is fixable by turn 4 or by level 4. It's unfortunately just in the wrong setup though. I'm still deciding what exactly my my class change rule set's gonna be. I definitely want it to be Shadowheart thematic. Obviously I could just like re-roll her to be a fighter and just go through the game like that. I think I want to. Here's what. Okay, I think I've decided right here now. I can re-roll. But no matter what I do, I have to maintain that the majority of my class levels are in Trickery Domain Cleric. Them's the rules. Trickery Domain Cleric. So I can only go up to 6 in another class. Let's go through this real quick. Fey Ancestry. Charmed. This, like, there's almost nothing in the entire game that charms you or puts you to sleep. See in the dark. Yep. High Elf, we get Firebolt. High Elf Cantrip. So this is going to be int based, I believe. Uses your intelligence modifier. So we want to actually pick something like Booming Blade. Because this will use... Am I correct? Is this going to use your melee proficiency modifier, or is this going to use your intelligence modifier? Maybe we choose something else. Let's do Minor Illusion. Yeah. Oh, crap. We gotta start over. I gotta turn off my mods. Because I just realized there was a bunch of spells there that aren't supposed to be there. Okay, mod manager installed. I'm gonna turn off. I was playing with some mods. I only want the cosmetic ones. Hair, and turn that off. I can turn off. I don't care about that. Here, Mistress Spells. I think that's it. I primarily care about cosmetic mods. I don't really trust non-cosmetic mods. So I have to redo this. Dang it. Tactician. Tactician. 0.5. 3.5. Turn this on. That. Okay. Okay. Shadow Hearts. My cantrip will be. Don't reset. Will be Minor Illusion. Cleric. My cantrips will be Guidance. Do we want Sacred Flame? No, I think we want. Thaumaturgy. And I guess Sacred Flame. Dex saves, whiz saves. I think early game Toll is better. We'll go with Toll. Trickery Domain. We get to start with Charm Person and Disguise Self, both great. Abilities. Oh, it's letting me change my abilities. Never mind, we can fix this right now. Okay. In this case, we are going to commit to a no reroll run. Okay, so I think we go. I think we want 17 con. Which is pretty traditional for me. Dex 14. I think, based on my theory crafting for how to go through this thing, we could actually go to Dex 16. Because we're going to get Medium Armor Master. I think, what is... So we do want... Maybe we could do 15 Constitution. Just throw this somewhere else for a second. In which case, put this here. 16 Wiz. If I put this here. 15 Wiz. Can I put 2 points here? Oh, I cannot. Can I put 2 points here? No. I want 2 16s and a 15 is what I want. $12, $14, $15, $16. Is this the best we're gonna get? Okay, so like, let me think about what's gonna happen here. So we're gonna get Resilient Constitution at some point. I think our feat order is gonna be Medium Armor Master and then Resilient Constitution. And I think with our Ethel, we're gonna get Strength, and then we're gonna get the Astarian Potion for 16 Strength. In which case, maybe we should actually go to 16 Dex, which we can't. Okay, 10, 16, 15, 16. Okay, so this will mean that we get a Resilient Constitution. What is our Ethelharian? I think this is best. So then we'll go Ethel Hair to 14, Astarian Potion to 16, and we'll have 16, 16, and then 16 because we get Resilient Constitution, and then we'll eventually get an additional 2 here via ability, our final feat. So I think we're gonna do an 8-4 build, which I'll talk about in a second. This will mean that our ability to crowd control is a little diminished, but I think we're going to get... You'll see what the plan is. I think this will be fine. I think we're going to do 1 in Cleric, then 1 in Sorcerer, then go to 4 in Cleric, then 4 in Sorcerer to get Heightened Spell. And then the rest in Cleric. That's what I think is going to happen. I spent a lot of shower thoughts on how to actually kill things with this build. Because Clerics are an amazing class. They're the best class in the game. But what they don't do well is damage. And they actually do that well. They just don't do it amazingly. We don't need history. Yeah, persuasion. Alright, prepare spells. Inflict is fine. Healing word is fine. We're going to level up a bunch of times in the near future. So let's grab Command. What's better? Sanctuary? I think probably Sanctuary at this exact point in our level up journey. Alright, I think this is what we're going to go with. So Strength is going to get the Ethel Hair. And then we're going to do the Astarian Potion here. So we'll end up with 16 Strength. The 16 Dex is because we're going to get Medium Armor Master, which raises our AC for medium armor to +3. We're going to get Resilient Constitution at level 8, which will bring us to 16 Constitution. And then we're going to get our final level up is going to be +2 Wiz, I think. So we're going to end up with 16, 16, 16, 16. And we have proficiency in Charisma, so we don't really care what that is at. Proficiency bonus is going to be larger, so you can even see it already. Like proficiency is +2, -1 from my low charisma. Proficiency is already more significant than my stat bonuses. So the only thing we really have to worry about are int saves, which are quite rare. Most saves in the game are either Constitution or Wiz, both of which I think should be fine for the immediate future. Okay, I think this is where we're gonna go with. Guardian, what do we care about this? Whoa. I kind of like it. Let's work with this. I think this could be fun. I do want to change the horns to be an actually normal color. Not blue. Like this. And then hair. Color not blue. Let's make it black or something. What? That's not black. Black neutral? It's these highlights. We get like a blondish highlight? Maybe not actually. Let's turn that off. Alright, we'll go with this. This looks pretty good. We're barely ever going to see these characters, it's fine. Okay. We're going to skip this time. So, basic walkthrough for levels 1 through 4. We're going to try to reach level 4 almost without combat.
You shut the mission. The artifact.
There is...
Many were sent to retrieve it, and now only you remain.
I have never done a Shadowheart Origin playthrough, so maybe we actually watch some of this.
To the Mother Superior.
Let's try to back away.
The mission is not so easily abandoned. What strange powers does this artifact lay claim to?
Okay, let's get out of here. I don't think we care about anything here. We care primarily about XP. If there's any potions or maybe money. I did put the money rate pretty high. So we want medium armor master so we can actually stealth successfully.
Just check for anything useful.
As is, we pretty much can't take advantage of any of our stealth bonuses, just because we get disadvantage on it. By wearing medium armor, we get disadvantage on stealth checks. So even though we can get like +10 from pass without trace, it's at a disadvantage, which still puts it pretty risky.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
So we're gonna get
The
mobile
exposed
or
brain
medium armor master.
quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
They return.
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
I will listen to the dialogue.
Realize you're talking
I've
to
obviously
an
played this many
intellect
times, so I've heard this
devourer.
before. But you might be new players, you might be new to my channel, and maybe you haven't heard this before, so we'll go through it.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
Nope. We are not gonna mutilate it. What happened to my hand? Is that my, like, wound thing?
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed. To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
Newborn? What is this depot? Okay, so let's talk about, like, what a solo playthrough means here. Lae'zel is about to force herself into my party, which means that a true solo playthrough is impossible. So I'm thinking we are allowed to put them in camp, but not to, like, you know, have them in our parties and fight with them or anything like that. The one junction where I think this gets really dicey is the Astarian potion, which, if you don't know, in Act 2, there's a character who wants Astarian to bite her, and if you make him do it, then she gives you a potion for +2 strength.
This is your end.
Which is an absolutely insanely powerful reward.
Your head throbs.
I think
your
Astarian
skin
needs to be in your
tingles.
party to do it, though.
Visions rush past. A dragon's wing.
There's no
a
combat or
silver
anything, so I
sword,
just need to pop him in my party,
and a
talk to her,
flash
then
of
pop
your
him out.
face Seen through the strange woman's eyes.
My head.
I think I'm okay with this.
What is this? Skvar, you are my thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Lae'zel is my favorite character, by the way.
artifact.
I love her
You and
voice
others
and
were to
her
seize it from the Githyanki.
no-nonsense attitude.
She may prove to be a foe, but for now offers aid.
I also think her face mocap is absolutely amazing.
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
Lae'zel is also the other character I think would be a pretty straightforward, or at least flexible, solo playthrough, because she gets all of the Githyanki psychic powers, which allow her to get to places, a lot of places where she normally shouldn't be.
We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority. First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, It will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
Alright, let's do the thing.
Oh, damn you.
Bunk. Can you reach this? Can you reach this? Okay, reach this.
Let's finish this.
We're about to get a... See if we can do this damageless.
Victory awaits.
Punk.
Bleed for me. Time to strike.
Oh no.
Make way.
Okay. No damage. We cool. So obviously Lae'zel's in our party, so there's not a true solo playthrough we can do. So I think I'm gonna accept that I can send them to camp, but they aren't allowed to do any combat. I have a mace at the moment, is that right? 2 to 7. This looks much better. Especially want potions. Hand axe, grab this.
What is this thing? We need to keep pushing forward. I don't want to test how much punishment this ship can take.
I've done this section so many times. Don't really care about the side priorities. Do I not have a shield? Oh, I do have a shield, okay. There's no one in Shadowheart's case. Alright, we're just gonna kill these. Kill them! Yeah, 10 XP. Give me that 10 XP. Attack. Does this sequence here give you XP? Let me just check real quick. What I care about most is XP.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
Worth a rummage?
Oh, right. Dies. We'll deal with that later. I think you can buy them at the shops.
As you
Place your hand on the
change.
council. It did not give me XP.
Is that going to happen to us?
Okay. Thaumaturgy. What is this key to go to? No idea. Is it this? Thaumaturgy should really not be a cantrip. Kind of ridiculous as a cantrip. We don't care about any of this. Does the illustrated manuscript give me XP?
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
Centuries of darkness. What is this?
Better not get too close. Might be toxic.
We're nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Okay, mommy. Well, what are you doing? What was that, Shadowheart?
How the hells are these?
I don't think we have the means to kill what's his face here. Maybe we'll try. Let's see. If we get lucky for like the first couple rounds, maybe we'll roll with it. The idea of a couple of imps killing one player is comical.
Thrall, connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Connect the nerves. Nerves. We will connect them.
We will connect them. It's not looking good so far.
This thing's falling fast. Got to right it.
What? Oh, I did Toll of the Dead. I thought I clicked inflict wounds.
Swift and lethal. Taking position.
I should have just dashed. Yeah, okay, this is not going to be one of those runs where we kill Zulk. Not that I really need to. His weapon is not relevant to me. The money might be relevant, though. Inflict wounds. Thank you.
Got to press on.
We can take it.
I will ascend.
You will ascend, you know.
No time to waste.
Try to get some kills on our way out for the XP.
Time to deal some punishment.
Swift and lethal.
Okay.
Make way. Ready.
Dashy. What? Oh, I clicked disengage. I'm an idiot.
My faith will protect me. Moving.
A viscous chair. Yeah, the mind player is getting absolutely
Now or
wrecked.
never.
Dash. Get a bunch of new dudes. What we're gonna do is we're gonna run all the way up here, and then just Sanctuary. We mostly just want us to survive in case we care about them later, which we probably will.
Victory awaits.
You can just chill. Loot this. Send it to me.
Open up.
Loot this. You can't. Loot that. No. Alright. Switch to this. I want to loot this. Send to Shadowheart. Okay,
What
Shadowheart.
should I do?
You still have Sanctuary? Yes. Okay,
Better give it
let's
a
chill.
try.
Let's get out of here.
The Helm's alien transponder.
You've made it in
Made it
time.
in time.
What's the dragon doing here? Oh, he's so cool. I'm gonna play another 70 hours of this. I love how she sees that and she intuitively knows what to do. She's like, yeah, this UI is, very intuitive. You just connect the two alien tentacles, then thwong them. Boing, thwong. You know what I mean. It's Minnie. I love that one little cut there. I just love it. The Mind Flayer is just looking at you and you're both about to die, and there's this moment of, do I love you? As they're just staring into each other's eyes.
Your head spins as you gather yourself. Fresh air and firm ground feel almost alien to you, but not as alien as the creature hiding deep inside your head. You must get rid of it. It's safe with you. Lady Shah's mission can still be fulfilled, but only if you can find a cure first. The tadpole must be evicted, be it by blade, magic, or any other means you can find.
Ba-ba-da-da. All right, here we go. So I want to try to reach level 4 via as little combat as possible, because I think these combat encounters are going to be very difficult given that we are completely alone. We can do quite a lot in this game without any combat. And you get XP for discovering new areas. So I think we can get pretty close, if not all the way. I know there's been a few challenge runs that try to get as far as they can without any fighting. I'll grab these fish. I'm not going to loot, like, a whole lot of food, because I did turn it down to 0.5. I expect we won't need much, but I'm going to grab just a couple items. Gold. Thieving tools, which we will need. Gold. Alright. I'll grab this fish. Waypoints. Cool. I'm gonna walk over here. I'm gonna throw down a quick save. We aren't playing on honor mode, but nevertheless, we're gonna kind of like take it a little slowly. We're gonna go up here. Climb, climb, climb. Jump up here. Grab this chest. I'm sure 90% of the people watching just gasped because they didn't even know this is up here. Not only is that up here, but you can go this way and not have to fight those. Oh my god! It's amazing! We'll go over here, rescue Gale. Like I said, we're not going to keep him in our party. We're going to tell him to wait in camp, but we will rescue him.
Something's amiss with that room.
Approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
A hand? Anyone?
We'll do 4. Already getting 23s.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this.
No need to apologize. Are you alright?
A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
I was, yeah.
And I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
Couldn't have phrased it more repellently myself.
No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
I'm a cleric indeed, but I'm afraid the power to remove this parasite eludes me. I can't cure us.
Few enough can. Not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
I think I say one.
Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Okay. You also get XP for rescuing them, so I'm gonna go to camp. And I'm gonna tell Gale to piss off.
A little conversation.
What was that?
You're not
Oh, it's my
versed in
traveler's
magic,
chest.
are you?
Of course I am. My god has granted me a great
I
blessing.
do apologize. I meant to ask, are you studied in magic? Namely, are you a wizard? Which you are not. If you meet any elder wizards, let me know. There is a matter I'd like to seek advice on from a master. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I need you to remain in camp.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
Okay.
I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Okay, Gale, we'll chat later. Alright. Staying solo. That's kind of like what we're going to do. They just pop in or pop out for, you know, whatever quest relevance they have. Alright, we come over here. We got a bit of looting to do.
There may be even more that survived the crash.
Another potion of speed, very important. Where's the mind flayer? Am I blind? Shouldn't there be a mind flayer on the ground here somewhere? Or is that a different crash wreckage? Oh, it's a different crash wreckage, maybe. Astarion, same thing.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Leave.
All right. We'll do this the old-fashioned way. I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod. What did you and those tentacled freaks do to me?
You have it backwards. They snatched me up too.
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on? It's those
I don't know,
tentacled
but something just
monsters.
connected us.
Whatever they did to us caused that link. They took you too. I saw it during whatever just happened. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Apology accepted. I would happily gouge out your innards and then spill them all over the ground and dance on their remains with roles were reversed.
A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
I am Shadowheart.
A pleasure. So, do you know anything about these worms?
Yeah, unfortunately, they'll turn us into mind flayers.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Control it? We need to get rid of it, yo.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first.
I need to get moving, but you can shelter at my camp.
I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't a bad idea. Safety in numbers, after all. And I hate to turn down an invitation. All right. Maybe I'll see you there. Good luck.
I didn't get any XP. That was weird. Maybe it happened off screen during my combat lag? Oh, there it was. Yeah, there's the 30 XP. Okay. You need... Okay, there's a thing here, but I don't have speak with animals. There's some general looting to be done here, but I think I need either lockpicks or lots of strength. Let's go this way, and I think this is where the Mind Flayer is. Oh, I leveled up. We'll do that in a second.
There, a mind flayer.
Or you're just gonna kill him. Attack! For another 35 XP. Okay.
Death is too good for it.
We'll do our level up. Okay, so the first thing I think we're gonna do is grab Sorcerer. So like, alright, so the deal with, there's two different trains of thought that I was thinking through about how to actually deal damage. One is we go to extra attack. And that would be like a, that would mean we couldn't go to 8 in Cleric. So it would be like a 7-5? 7-5 would be the best we could get. Because of the rule I mentioned earlier, where we have to have the majority of our classes in Cleric. 7-5 Warrior. We could also go like 6-6 Bard or something like that, or 6-6 any other of the hybrid classes. I think I ultimately decided that was not as good, because Cleric is a class that really benefits from going pretty deep into Cleric, for the most part. Trickery, more so than I think the other subdomains. Instead, we're going to go into a little bit of Sorcerer, just to level 4, and in particular, we're just going to go to level 1 right here. We're going to grab Booming Blade, I think. And Mage Hand. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. And our spells, we won't have very much charisma, so we want to kind of focus on stuff that isn't going to be using saves, like Expeditious Retreat, and Enhanced Leap, I think. Oh no, we want Shield actually. We'll get Expeditious. We'll get Enhanced Leap a little bit later. And we're gonna do Shadow Magic. Shadow Magic is gonna give us Dark Vision, as well as a one-time like second try at death if we die. And later on, it'll give us the ability to cast Darkness every turn. And we'll get meta magic, which is really what we care about. Okay. So we got Booming Blade as a cantrip. Proficiency with martial weapons or scimitars? Do we not have that? I didn't even realize we didn't have proficiency. Oh, we were not proficient with it. Oh, you're right. My bad. Where did my mace go? There we go. So let me... I kind of want to test out the combat. I want to see if Booming Blade still uses my charisma score or not. There's a chest up here somewhere, right? Or is that the other area? Maybe that's the other area. Okay, I think that's the other... Oh, wait, no. No? Up here? Up where? Is it just not rendering yet? Where's said chest? Where's the chest at? Could have sworn there was a chest up here somewhere. Whatever. It must have been one of the different crash sites. So we're gonna go here. I'm gonna unlock this. We're gonna put stuff that's thaumaturgy, guidance. We're never actually like manually cast. And probably not charm person, or I don't even know how we got light. But these things, unfortunately, that will not be relevant in this playthrough. Expeditious retreat. Okay, so we'll do something like this. No, 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 no. All right, let's go grab Lae'zel. Lae'zel, my favorite character.
You think it's dangerous?
But who will unfortunately not be playing a major role this time around.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
I love how embarrassing this must be for her. She fell into like a dumb trap meant to capture animals. Alright, well, I'll send them away. Friends. You. Do I have any inspirations? It's gonna be bad.
Demaze, let's...
No, I'm not leaving this fiend with a stranger.
Kill them.
How does this
Your
work?
words flow to her, though you never speak them aloud.
I know what grows inside you, and I know of a cure.
I guess we gotta attack the tieflings. I mean, we failed our check. We don't have another option.
Dimesa, watch out!
I don't think either of these people are important. Okay. Well, this is gonna be a good opportunity to test this. So it's 55%. I want to see what this check is actually using. Okay, we hit. So it was +1 strength. So it didn't use our charisma. Yeah, it didn't use our charisma. So that's fine. That's totally fine. That is A-okay. Holy crap, they have a ton of health. I should have gotten her out, actually, in hindsight. And this is why we needed to not do combat. Oh, I don't have a ranged attack. I can... Oh, crap. Oh, crap! Do I have firebolt? Oh my god, what do I... What, can I throw something? throw this. Path is interrupted. What the hell are you talking about? There we go. Okay. She'll help me fight. Well, I don't know how helpful that's going to be. Shit. Oh, this is not going to go well. Lae'zel, you can do it. I believe in you. Oh my god. Oh my god, Lae'zel, you're amazing. So 55. And this is also 55. And then this is also 55. Everything's 55. So we'll do Booming Blade. And I missed. Fantastic. Oh my, you just crit twice in a row, dumbass. You're amazing. I need to drink my own potion, yo. Oh no! I clicked the wrong thing. This has already been a hot mess. Why didn't Lae'zel get an opportunity to attack there? Alright, we freed Lae'zel.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious.
Oh, I love
But
those
the
head
longer we
tilts.
wait,
Auspicious.
the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
And what exactly is a crash?
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter.
Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
Okay. Okay, sounds good to me. Join me. But I'll be watching you closely.
You have made an ally from Creche Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel. Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
Ba -ba -da -ba. Okay, we'll loot real quick. Send to camp. Stuff to sell, perhaps. Oh, I do need a bow. Let me grab that, actually. Equip. A pear! Well, maybe we'll grab all of this, because we're about to see a merchant. Okay, let me send Lae'zel to camp real quick. That, by the way, did not count. It did not break my rules, because Lae'zel was not actually in my party. She was a neutral
Chatter already.
person.
Tusky.
Chatter already. Tusky. Oh, she's so good. Wait for me in camp.
Chook. You believe you can survive without me?
Actually, no. But I'm going with that challenge run anyway.
As you say, do not keep me waiting.
Okay, let's take a quick break. I'll just be right back. We'll continue. We've got the encampment fight, or the gate fight, I should say, to do, and we'll jump right into that. Let's do it. Ba ba ba. See you in a minute.